to start a day. A man's hand.
Right.
A man's right hand.
Wrong.
Hey?
Well, I don't know whether it's a left or a right hand.
Well, you just said right.
Yeah, but I meant right. Yes, not right. Left.
God, no wonder people get confused around here. All right, once again, from the top. Words of not more than one syllable.
They were opening.
2 syllables.
Up. The kitchen, when this hand falls out of a sack of bread rolls.
A restaurant.
Now, a nightclub, the Pink Giraffe.
Who's working on it?
The 2 DIs.
Forensics?
Whole shtick, either there or on their way.
Yeah, all right. A couple of quick phone calls and I'll join them. And Jimbo.
Yeah.
Don't say right when you mean yes, right?
Right.
Ciao.
Thought that meant goodbye.
No, it's, hello, goodbye, how's your father? Anything you want it to.
Where did you learn Italian?
You postling.
Ugh.
What?
I just got a mental picture of you as a youth.
What do you mean? There's a bonny sight. Khaki, corduroy shorts. Used to stand them in the corner. They glow in the dark.
You park okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, what have we got so far?
Mancini's delivered the bread. A woman says the bag was stapled up tight.
Where is she now? Do you want me to have a word?
She's in shock, sedated.
Who runs the place?
A guy called Warren, Harry Warren. I've got him out of bed. He's on his way.
Well, he'll love you.
I think he does already. Anyway, it's not my problem. Governor wants to handle him. I'm just off for Mancini's.
It's driving me mad.
These donuts, magic.
Don't you ever put weight on?
It's a lean and hungry look.
You should look someplace else. Cafes, restaurants, clubs. You get any vibes?
Yeah, protection.
Well, why not? Could be, couldn't it?
It's just the people that clip your fingernails, starting at the wrist.
Just a hand.
Not enough.
Eh?
But what do you want? The rest of the arm as well?
I'm sorry, what else do you want me to say?
For a smart ass like you, Harry.
Mr. Warren.
Mr. Warren, I thought you'd have had plenty to say.
About what?
Like how it got there, why it got there.
Oh, could have been an accident.
Oh, what a sweet old-fashioned thing you really are.
I don't like your attitude, Russell.
Sad. Maggie, what is it I'm doing wrong?
No idea, sir. Most solicitors, as far as I can gather.
Look, just 'cause the geezer's lost a hand, whoever he is, don't mean to say he's dead.
Oh, that's good, Harry. That's really very good. Now you're beginning to think sick. That's good.
You're ruining my breakfast. Look, ask me questions, I'll give you answers, then I can get back in the kit.
The thought of this poor bastard wandering around, rest of his natural, one arm shoved inside his shirt like a poor man's Napoleon won't keep you awake, will it?
Ain't giving it much thought.
Well, let's give it some thought. What we got? One-handed barman, one-handed waiter, one-handed pianist?
Bit lopsided.
I tell you something. Someone sent me a hand, I'd be scared.
Maybe the idea was to frighten you, Mr. Warren.
Aye,
Well, that's what we're waiting for you to tell us.
ain't got a clue.
How about protection?
Oh, do me a favour, Inspector.
Chief Inspector.
Whoops, sorry, Chief.
How can we help you if you don't tell us anything?
I don't need help, honest. Straight.
Oh, straight. You know something, Harry? When characters like you start muttering words like honest and straight, that's when we start disbelieving them. Good morning.
Disjecta membra.
Well, I'll just put severed hand.
What do you want to know?
All you can tell me.
Race, white.
I could have done that bit.
Sex, male.
Sure?
This was Lady Lumberjack.
Well, could it have been?
No. Skillful. Nice. Neat cut at the wrist, where the ulnar and the radius terminate.
Knowledge of anatomy.
Could be. But why cut off the hand of a dead man?
Well, we think it could be a message, a sort of
Hands off. Something like that.
Right, cut the bunny. That's enough on the Joanna, thank you, Mr. Lee. I just want to alert you to one thing. We've got the law in again. Again. Yes, again. And the story, briefly, and so far for new readers, is this. Someone popped a fist, yes, a human fist, into a packet of bread rolls that was delivered here this morning.
Well, that was handy.
Yes, you've always wanted three, now's your chance. Anyway, the fuzz, in their infinite wisdom, are reading rather a lot into it. So the question is, do any of you masterminds know anything about it? Because if any of you lot have been playing silly billies, now is the time to say so. Now, or like the closet queen said, forever hold your peace.
Oh,
Yeah?
come on. Was it a left hand or a right hand?
Good question. What difference would it make?
Ask Errol Garner or Oscar Peterson. It makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't make a lot of difference to you. It was just a hand. A commoner garden, 4 fingers, 1 thumb, hand.
You need hands to show that you're sincere.
You're fired.
I've always wanted to meet a fella with a penthouse. Just my luck that the fella has to have the filthiest friends in town.
Leave it, I told you.
Look, Dave, I can't. It's a pigsty. What were you doing? Planning World War III?
It was a heavy session.
Oh, God, that must be the understatement of the year. What are you doing Friday night, he says. Oh, nothing, says I. Fix you up in a couple of hours charring, he says.
William will be back tomorrow. Day after at the latest.
Oh, well, look at this lot. He takes straight to his bed again. Huh. One of your fellas wears lipstick.
One of my fellas is a female fella.
Involved in boxing?
Yeah. She owns a quarter of Ricky Thornton.
Which quarter, I will not ask. What are you calling?
The States. But the lines from London are engaged. I want £120 a prime condition Mexican on a jet out of Los Angeles by Sunday night. To be here not later than Monday morning. It shouldn't be too difficult, should it?
How should I know?
Yeah. This is a recorded message.
Dave,
Still here.
can you talk?
Well, you know me, darling. I'm not too good with the words. I do my talking with my good left hand.
No, seriously.
I'm always serious.
Well, you've got an interest in a club, haven't you, and a travel business.
Hello? She's been sussing me out. I'm sorry, darling. I'm spoken for.
Can I ask my question?
Of course you can, love. And the answer's no.
Oh, forget it.
Well, don't be like that.
What the hell with it? Life's too short.
I'm sorry.
Too late.
I beg, I grovel, I cover my head with sackcloth and ashes.
Yes, it might look better that way. Look, Dave, I'll clear this lot up and I'll go, okay?
I've offended you.
Not at all. Whoever gave you that idea?
Please.
Don't crawl. Let me remember you as a man.
I've got a bottle of Dom Perignon in the fridge.
Oh, well now. Bully for you. The lady, and I use the word loosely, the one with the lipstick. She'll enjoy that. Lousy colour sense, I tell you that.
Come on, Maggie, stop it. Ask your bloody question. You're like some prima donna. If you had one half of your aggression, you'd be a champion.
Very neat.
What is?
My question got lost somehow. Hadn't you noticed?
Well, the honest truth is, lover, I don't know. I'm financially involved, not caught up in the everyday nuts and bolts. I could find out for you.
Could you? Would you? What's the matter?
Well, don't pop your cork, but frankly, I'm not wild about playing snout to your Judy Copper.
Oh, come on, that's hardly fair.
I'm not fair. You should know that by now. Protection's like dandruff. You You live with it, it's there, but you don't talk about it.
Why not buy yourself a decent shampoo?
Oh,
Rough night.
you could say that, yeah. You've got a new bird on your switchboard.
Yeah, hot off the boat train.
Could only understand one word in three.
Depends on the word.
Either you're getting greedy, Michael, or someone's trying to steal your thunder.
Since when?
Yesterday.
Nothing to do with me.
Sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Not one of your lads doing a bit of overtime, like, moonlighting.
Not a chance. I'm rancid butter, but they know I'm on their side of the bread.
Then looks like you've got some competition.
Tell me more.
When our bread delivery arrived yesterday morning, someone had popped in a little extra portion of meat, like 5 knuckles worth.
Red currant jelly or horseradish?
Man's fist sliced off at the wrist.
You see it?
Not personally, no.
Where is it now?
The law collected it.
Take anything, won't it? Unless it's screwed down. Could be other explanations.
Could be. Name 2.
So?
I pay for protection. Protect me.
You remember me?
Once seen, never forgotten.
Thought you would. I'd like a chat.
I wouldn't.
Don't be like that, Junie Moon.
I'm busy.
Well, 2 could do it quicker.
How's the Bogart impression?
Try it again, Sam. Do you know that's a misquote? Nowhere in Casablanca does he actually say those words.
Get away.
It's true.
Fantastic.
What is?
You are. You come round here at the crack of dawn.
It's 10 o'clock.
No, it's the crack of my dawn. You wake me up just to tell me about misquotes from Casablanca.
When you are on University Challenge, you will be grateful to me.
Yeah, that'll be the day. Don't you think I'm a little old for an undergraduate? Can I go now?
What do you think I have here?
I don't guess.
Croissant. You provide the coffee, I provide the croissant, yeah?
No.
All right. You leave me with no alternative.
What's that mean?
Means I'm a copper.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it myself sometimes, but it is true.
What do you want to talk about?
Inside, I want to talk to you, not the whole staircase. The pink giraffe. Give me all the dirt.
Is there any?
Well, I'm waiting to hear. Many villains come in the club.
How would I know? They wear a big V on their foreheads.
Harry Warren.
You met him?
Not yet.
No worse than plenty of others I've known.
He bent.
Sexually?
Criminally.
Search me.
Any idea who funds him?
No, you can tell me.
Well, I don't know how friendly you are.
Not that friendly. There's a lady in Sloane Square, shows the driven Daimler Jag. Not sure who does what to who, but she's usually around.
We think someone's trying a protection rumble. The frighteners left their visiting card.
Oh, you mean the hand?
You heard?
Yeah, Warren told us all, in case anyone knew about it.
Did they?
No. Like he said, hand today. I wonder what it might be tomorrow.
Yes, don't you? Eat your croissant while it's fresh. Why did you quit the Adam's apple?
It isn't politic to stay too long in one place.
Why not?
You become a fixture. People think they own you.
What sort of people?
Oh, your regular punters, barmen, people like that. 2 gins, a couple of lifts, territorial rights.
The lady's not for pulling.
Not for the price of a couple of gin she's in.
You could do so much better for yourself.
Yeah, I used to tell myself that. Didn't work.
That should be black, Swiss cherry.
Co-op strawberry, and like it.
Were you born in this month?
No bother, I'm not that interesting.
You should be trimming the honeysuckle, whitewashing the cottage walls, couple of bairns in prams.
You know, you're pure cornball. Told you that the first time I met you.
You reckon?
Little ginger group
Slow bits.
and a few new conversions.
Spread the gospel, eh?
Some frightened faces, okay? A couple of stripings, maybe.
Pubs? Clubs?
Yeah, and the odd shop. Store. I want people talking. Talking about us.
How do you like Scotsman?
Lightly toasted. You mean who I think you mean?
I used to think he was the world's all-time chauvinist pig.
And now?
I still think he's an all-time chauvinist pig.
He asked me about the club. You know, there is one thing occurred to me might be of interest. It's a long shot, but...
Go on, tell me.
Well, there's a doorman at the club, name of Wally.
Doorman?
Yeah, big ex-fighter type. Knows more phone numbers than directory inquiries.
Girls, boys, pushers?
Ah, every kink known to man.
What's happened to him?
Well, that's the point. Something has happened. He's vanished.
When?
A couple of weeks ago.
Surely the management must know this.
Of course they must.
Nobody's mentioned it. What was his name?
Wally. Wally Shepherd.
Describe him.
Oh, big, 6 foot, lumpy, not bright. Say hello, he's pushed for an answer.
Big hands?
I suppose. Don't remember noticing his hands.
White?
White, even his hands.
Does he smoke?
Yeah, often caught him having a crafty drag when he was on the door.
Thank you.
Miss Whiteman, Chief.
Oh, Miss Whiteman. Please, sit down.
This about Wally?
Yes.
You heard something?
No.
So why am I here?
Well, now, we thought that you might be able to help us.
Oh, no, you've got it wrong. It's me what needs the help.
I had a shufty round,
You
Chief.
nosy bastard.
And?
His clobber's still there.
Well, where do you expect it to be?
His uniform's in the wardrobe.
Yeah, looks like a Russian admiral. All he needs is snow on his boots.
Lady's got a sense of humour.
Did you call me a lady?
It wasn't anything personal.
No one's ever done that before.
When? When did Wally go?
Eh? Oh, beginning of last week. No, week before.
Do you remember the exact day?
No, one day's like any other. Sunday's different, don't have no newspaper.
Why did he go?
We didn't say.
Did you ask?
Lady.
Did you ask why he was going?
No.
It's a funny sort of relationship.
Well, you wouldn't have told me. If he'd said Brighton 10 to 1, it would have been Aberdeen, so I wouldn't ask.
How long have you been together?
Yeah? Seems longer.
His baby?
Yeah, I reckon so.
You don't sound too sure.
He thinks I'm sure that's what counts.
Maybe that's why he pushed off.
Not him.
Was it a sudden move?
How do you mean?
Well, did he know before that he was going somewhere?
Oh, he didn't say so. You don't understand how we tick.
No, I don't.
Look, he don't tell me nothing. Wants to play mysteries. Wants me to ask. I know that, so I won't ask. Won't give him no satisfaction.
Now, you know the club, do you?
This is the only club I know.
When's it due?
6 weeks, give or take.
Are you getting your prenatal, your vitamins and things?
Oh, sure. Orange juice up to the ear holes. If it's a boy, we're calling him Jaffa.
I thought it was indigestion.
You need help, plates, you do.
He's having you on, father of 5, he is. Well, will he ever do this before?
What do you mean, knock me up?
No, disappeared.
Oh, sure, he's not a home bird.
Yeah, so I gathered.
Big lad, is he?
Bigger than you, Sonny. Hey, how old are you, anyway?
We do the question.
Sorry.
Anybody ever threaten him?
Oh, only twice a night. He's a doorman. Where I come from, they call them bouncers.
Where was that, Catford?
Close enough.
Smith's Club.
Closed.
You ever work the clubs?
Believe it or not, I used to be a blackjack dealer.
Something go wrong? Oh, come on, tell me.
Oh, a bit of bother with 2 Turkish students.
What sort of bother?
They reckon they had this foolproof system for ripping off the club.
Only it wasn't foolproof.
How did you guess?
Then along came Wally.
Sort of. He's got nice lips, hasn't he?
Does he smoke?
You're running out of questions.
Does he?
Yeah, smokes, drinks, curses.
Any idea what blood group he is?
You're joking.
No.
As far as I know, he don't have no blood. Runs on diesel.
How about his fingernails?
How about them?
Does he bite them?
Are you pulling my whatnot?
No.
You know, when I told people that I met this detective inspector, a lady and her lad, and they wanted to know if Wally bit his fingernails, there's no way they're going to believe me. I'll call one of them radio phone-ins.
You do that.
Does he bite his fingernails?
I never thought about it.
Well, you think about it now.
I am doing. Yeah, now you mention it, he used to like a bit of a chew.
Well, thank you, Miss Whiteman. If Wally does turn up, get him to call us. We'd like a word.
About his fingernails.
Morning.
Morning, sir. You thinking of buying or just having a little look?
Well, look now, buy later, maybe.
It's a lovely motor, this one.
Tread's gone. Near side front.
Well, I wouldn't let a tyre stand between me and a sale.
36 thou on a clock. And registration.
It's in lovely nick. I've got the maintenance booklet here. It lists every service it's had since he was licensed.
What do you think, Bernard?
I like it.
Good sign. Been here long?
6 months.
Catch 'em from all directions, eh?
Best I've had so far.
You sound ambitious.
Well, I believe in giving it a go. You, buying or trading?
Buy. Haggle first, then buy.
Well, you better come into the office then. I'm afraid there won't be any haggling, though. My prices are slashed already.
You say that to everybody.
I do, yeah.
Ah, very nice. There is a simple solution to every human problem. Neat, plausible, and wrong. I like it.
A customer gave it me.
You get many bad debts? Slow payers?
No, not many.
How about trouble?
How do you define trouble?
Aggro. Kids with nails. People trying to muscle in on your action.
Look, you interested in the motor or not?
Business like this can't afford trouble, can it? That's why you need a partner.
I don't want trouble. Or a partner.
Us around, you won't have trouble, will he, Bernard?
No way.
What sort of trouble are we talking about?
Tell him.
Well, someone messing about with the motors. You know, slashing a few tyres, a couple of pounds of demerara in the petrol, chasing off your staff. I mean, suppose you had a nasty accident, broken arm or a leg. How would you manage?
I'll take one of your cards. Oh, your home number. That's thoughtful.
Maybe he's had other offers.
Have you?
First offer I ever had was from you two.
Oh, at least you won't forget us. Now, all we'll need...
All you'll need is 1 minute to get off the site.
Wouldn't be wise, Mr. Ransom. It really wouldn't.
50 seconds.
And we leave now, we'll come back.
Tooled up.
40 seconds.
Neat, plausible, and wrong.
15 seconds.
See you tomorrow.
Out.
Too often. By the way, your phone number last night sounded suspiciously like June Stafford's.
June who?
All right, that's enough, Maestro, thank you. Next.
Mr. Warren, can we have a minute, please?
OK. Take 5, fellas, and behave yourselves, 'cause here come the fuzz. Sit down.
Yeah?
Do either of you two play the piano?
No, sorry.
Not variations on the Laughing Policeman? Wouldn't exactly pull the punters in, would it?
Doubt it.
Found the other hand yet?
Not yet.
New face?
Detective Inspector Croft.
Pleased to know you, Mr. Warren.
Scott. Come down early for Wembley.
London-based.
Well, you don't know any more, I don't know any more, so what's the problem?
Wally Shepherd. You know who I mean?
Inspector, I run a nightclub, not the 8th Army. Of course I know Wally.
And you'll know where he is.
Where?
That was the word.
I don't think I'm going to like him any more than the other fella, Russell.
Where?
As a matter of fact, he's in Holland.
On business?
Yep.
Your business.
Yep.
Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Port.
Oh, you can't be serious.
I don't hear anyone laughing.
Well, I'm laughing. You people make me laugh. You put 2 and 2 together and come up with 87.5.
What sort of business could Wally be doing for you in Amsterdam, Mr. Warren?
Is it relevant?
We won't know till you tell us.
He's your doorman.
You chuck her out there, you know, bouncing rich old drunks into taxi cabs.
Well, there must be a limit to what he can do for you.
Yes, a ticklish property deal, musicians' copyright problem, speculation in a Dutch guilder.
Do you really want to know?
Catches on fast.
We really want to know.
I sent Wally over there to trace a couple of Dutch brothers who do a nightclub act. I've got a spot needs filling. They haven't got any London representation, so I sent Wally.
What a strange choice.
Not at all. He knows them.
Oh, well, that puts a different complexion on it.
Thank you.
When will he be back?
Weekend.
Uh-huh. You sure he got there?
How do you mean?
Simple enough. Have you heard from him since he left?
No, but then I didn't expect it. You don't think it's Wally's hand?
Would be a rare old coincidence now, wouldn't it, Mr. Warren?
How long you got to go, Maggie?
What?
How long?
On the force? 4 and a bit.
Then what?
Well, I hadn't thought. Events of the last 2 years doesn't need much mileage in planning ahead.
Security firm? Advisor to one of the banks? Night watchman?
Didn't think so. Can't see myself driving a Securicore van somehow.
Well, put your papers in and come to the States with me.
You mind saying that again?
You heard.
As I heard the words, I missed the drift.
End of the month.
Oh, God, I knew you liked surprises.
Oh, come on, Maggie. I can't wrap it up for you. I was born with a foot in my mouth. I'm
Serious?
deadly.
Hang on 1 second. Whatever I say, you're going, right?
Looks like that.
Well, thanks for mentioning it. I'd have looked all right, Charlie, wouldn't I, coming round here only to find you sunning yourself in... where? New York, L.A., Acapulco?
Vegas. For starters.
Why? Why the move?
Because that's where it's at. The US of A. Jim Watt had to fight a title bout at 2 o'clock in the morning so he could go out live to the States. Satellite TV, closed circuit, that's where the big money is. Apart from the few, there isn't a living over here anymore.
So, if you can't beat 'em...
I've had an offer. The sort you get once in a lifetime. From one of the top 3 promoters.
I'm delighted for you.
For us.
That invite, does it include Steve? You remember Steve?
Oh, Christ, Maggie, why are you being so snide?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. End of a hard week, I guess.
You, me, the boy. Be a great life. Son, money, house with a
Now
pool.
stop right there.
Why?
Because I might say yes.
Well, I'm hoping you will.
Do I have time to powder my nose, or must you know right away?
I have till Tuesday.
Oh, no hurry.
What you thinking?
I have a dad. At the last count, there were 3 people in all the world who cares whether he lives or doesn't. 2 of them are Steve and me.
Visits. Airfares to the States have never been cheaper. You can fly direct, no sweat.
You don't understand, Dave. His eyes mist over when I tell him I can't see him on Monday.
Oh, hell's bells, Maggie. What do you want to do, take him as
no,
well?
I just want you to understand my problem.
But I do, love, I do.
Who says it's got to be such a rush?
My accountant.
1 hour ahead of the tax man, eh?
Something like that.
You know, Russell, my governor, he has a phrase for people like you. On the cusp, he calls them.
What's it mean?
Well, it means you're not exactly bent, but you're not quite straight either.
Cheeky bastard. I've never been in trouble with the law. Never.
Yeah.
So how's it grab you? First reaction?
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted, yes? Or flabbergasted, no?
Just flabbergasted. Do they have schools in Vegas?
Well, of course they do. Must have, mustn't they?
Never hear about them.
We never hear about the crime rate in Harrogate, but there must be one.
Oh, that's true.
You thinking about it?
I'm thinking. Thinking hard.
Never have to go to another post-mortem. Do another interrogation. Give another caution. No more typing out reports. No more glue-sniffing punks with safety pins through their
Get
nostrils.
back to the report. You were onto a good thing there.
You never have to touch another typewriter.
Oh, never having to change that bloody ribbon, digging the gunge out of the middle of the O with a hairpin, discovering you put the carbon in the wrong way.
So what do you say?
Inspector Forbes. I believe you wanted to see me.
Yeah, I've got something to show you. And there's his brother,
Who are you?
Wally Shepherd.
Hotfoot from Holland.
That's it.
Did you find them?
Find who?
Weren't you looking for two Dutchmen?
Oh, yeah, cabaret act.
Any luck?
No, they have no London representation.
So Mr. Warren said in more or less those words. How's Sandy?
Pregnant.
So I noticed. You looking forward to being a dad?
Yeah. I've had cats and dogs, always wanted a kid.
Good. She seems a nice girl.
Yeah, she is.
You know, when women, when they get pregnant, they're inclined to get a bit emotional.
Are they?
Might be a good idea if you told her next time you were going off somewhere.
You reckon?
Yes.
Okay, no skin off my nose.
Good.
Can I go now?
Yes, yes, thanks. Thanks very much for
Okay.
coming in.
Cheers.
Who?
Doorman from the Pink Giraffe.
Two-handed?
One on each arm.
Oh.
Exactly.
Well, back to the drawing board. Or missing persons, to be more precise.
Be anybody from anywhere.
Maggie, that's defeatist
It's
talk.
true.
Was a male hand. That eliminates half the population.
Oh, for 50 million, read 25.
6 foot and white.
It gets better every minute.
You'll handle it.
This vehicle, a taxi and a motorcyclist, and quite a lot of congestion at that point. Coming into town now, Hyde Park Corner and Marble Arch are looking good, quite fast on top of the Strand Underpass has just been reopened, following that earlier chemical spill. Glancing eastish, the Aldgate one-way system's heavily delayed, abnormal weight of traffic, and Bermondsey's Towbridge Road has a burst water main just by Grange Road there, corner.
Why didn't you wake me?
I didn't want to disturb you.
Could have disturbed me last night, like with a phone call.
Sorry.
Don't they have phones in police stations?
No, they've all been vandalized.
Where were you?
Car showroom got done over. But look, even I have to work nights occasionally, you know.
No croissant?
Not today.
Knew it was too good to last. Ugh, sugar.
You know the name Ransom?
Sure, writes kids' books.
No, it's a different Ransom. I mean, how do you know about kids' books?
You mean because I don't have any?
Yeah.
You're not very imaginative for a copper, are you?
You hand that in when you collect your first uniform.
Shame. I have a sister. She has kids. Sister goes into hospital, I become surrogate mum, big with the baths and bedtime reading. Unfortunately, brother-in-law thinks I'm also surrogate wife.
So would you read him?
The Riot Act. Not easy to tell your sister every time you bend over the stove, hubby's copping a handful.
Yes, but, such lovely hand. Well, no, the Ransom I'm talking about is a car dealer who's done a bunk.
Cars. As of this moment, I couldn't run to a decent bike.
Yeah, hey. Now, cut down on the booze, lovey, eh?
Did I hear you right? I asked you a question.
You heard.
What the hell gives you the right to tell me what to do? I asked you another question.
You are becoming a lush.
Am I?
Yes.
So push off. I managed before.
Hey, relax. I didn't mean it like that.
What other way could you mean it? Oh, God, it's great, isn't it? Hang your spare suit in the cupboard and 48 hours later you think you own me.
Faff.
Listen, Jock. I don't enjoy being pushed around. I never have. You want a punch bag, you go find it someplace else.
Are you giving me my notice?
Yeah, want it in writing?
Yeah. Is this the way all your relationships end?
Probably. I hadn't thought. I'm going back to bed.
Hey, Jude.
Leave your key on the table.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Fine.
Trouble with married men.
I have not been married in years.
Doesn't matter, damage has been done. From then on, they treat all women as wives. It's sad. Your toast burning.
This one was washed up half an hour ago.
Any idea how long he's been in the water?
Oh, time and tide.
Wait for no more.
Time of the year, movement of the tide, temperature of the water. Normal clothes should have popped to the surface within the week.
Thanks.
You asked.
Oh, you told me.
False alarm, I'm afraid, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Man's been identified. Lighterman from Wapping.
What about the arm?
Ship's propellers, I'd say.
Oh, well. Nice day for a stroll.
Sorry about that, sir.
How long has he been in the water, Sergeant?
A week, apparently, ma'am.
Okay, Sergeant, thanks for trying. Back to the factory, yes?
Thanks, Sergeant.
It was all a ploy to get you into kinky boots.
Kinky?
Kinky.
I think you could slow down a bit.
Why?
A, my legs are shorter, and B, I want to ask you something. Dave Connolly. He wants me to quit the force. Go to the States with him.
When?
Like tomorrow?
Be honest.
Oh, come on. Come on, hiding to nothing, no?
If I'd wanted your advice, I wouldn't have asked for it.
Who else you talked to?
Nobody.
Your dad?
No.
Can you leave the old boy just like that?
No. Then is it right that he should screw up any offer that comes along?
Right, who knows what's right? Most important thing is what you yourself feel, isn't it? I'm sure Steve, your dad, even your career, they're important, but at the end of the day, they're only side issues, aren't they? Do you like him?
What you say, love?
Look, Maggie, the Dave Connellys of this world are not high on my list of unforgettable characters.
He's clean.
Legally clean, yeah. Nothing known, nothing proven.
What do you mean?
They're opportunists.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
They don't do anything. They don't make anything. They don't contribute anything. They own a piece of this, a percentage of that. They've got a finger here, a deal there.
It's all perfectly legal.
Oh, within the letter.
I don't see what you're driving at.
Maybe it's envy.
I know you better than that.
Do you know what I really think?
Say it. Maybe now or never.
I don't think he's good enough for you. I don't think he's fit to lick your boots. Not even your kinky wellies.
Didn't know you cared.
Good the ice, hard fine.
Am I interrupting anything?
Yes, you bloody are. The inspector's just about seen one fine day from Madame Butterfly.
I'm not sure I know what to say to that.
Well, don't just stand there. Say something.
We Paul Ransom, the car salesman.
Where is he?
We'll be in your office in about a quarter of an hour.
That's very good of it.
Well, by then, we have to decide what we want to do.
We don't have to do anything. No Warren Street sharpie tells us what to do, right?
Right, sir.
Okay, I'll handle it.
Wouldn't like to be his dog tonight.
It was just a load of kids mucking about. It's nothing serious. I can handle it myself.
Oh? How?
I'll buy a dog.
Oh, terrific. Love dogs.
Biggest bloody Alsatian you ever saw.
Fine. Got nothing against Alsatians, Eurasians, Pakistanis, just villains.
Why don't you dump it all on us, Mr. Ransom?
I told you it's my business.
It's also our business. You any idea what you're getting yourself into? You know what this team is capable of? It starts with a dead duck. If I was in your shoes, mate, I'd be scared.
All right, I admit it. I'm scared. Well and truly scared.
Right, now you weren't scared, you'd be a damn fool. We can help you.
Oh, yeah?
Sure.
It's like the umbrella, isn't it? I can use it until it starts to rain.
As long as it takes until they're nicked.
It'll only be my word against theirs.
No, you talk. It's amazing how many others will do the same.
You remember the craze? That barmaid? Now, I saw the files coming out of Tintagel House. You'd have thought everyone in Europe had a statement in it.
24 hour round the clock.
Come on, we'll even provide a safe house.
And the family?
Yes, of course.
I'm not used to trusting people.
Start now. It's a nice feeling.
What alternative do I have?
Exactly.
All right, there were two of them. One's a Londoner, the other's from the north. He's called Bernard. He's the lesser of the two. He didn't say much.
Bernie Shaw?
Bernie Shaw, Mickey Flynn, a right pair of germs.
What, you know them?
They get the muscle off the building site. So, how was it left?
They said they'd call by.
Good. All the more the merrier.
First thing I'd need do is look under your bed.
What for?
Pair of boots, large size, policeman's.
They've gone.
Was quick.
Case of mistaken identity.
For good or...
I don't know if it's for good, it's for always.
I need to know.
You do.
You're very brittle.
Brittle, but non-breakable.
Shall I tell you what I have in mind?
Why not? If you don't, we won't get very far.
One thing worries me. Your tongue.
Wrong colour? Wrong shape?
Too sharp.
It's your fault you make me uneasy.
Why's that?
You're auditioning me, reading me for a part. I don't like it.
Sorry about that. Sit down.
Go on.
An American conglomerate, tired of paying rip-off hotel bills, is establishing a network of flats of convenience. Here, Paris, Amsterdam, Brussels. I'm responsible for the London end. I've bought a lease in Cadogan Square.
Nothing but the best.
I need someone to oversee it.
Me?
Could be.
What's involved?
Providing a home and companionship for some very interesting and colourful characters.
Which side the bedroom door does this companionship end?
That'd be up to you. A well-stocked phone book would be provided.
I'm no good in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, that'd be somebody else's job. You interested?
Maybe.
Little side bet. Within a year, you'd be married and living abroad.
Why me?
To be honest, a certain lack of competition. All my other birds are scrubbers. You have class.
What about my sharp tongue?
Yeah, you'd have to curb that. It wouldn't do to fall down drunk too often. You don't mind?
No, you do it with such finesse.
Well, you're drinking like the Russians are coming up the A20. Make an appointment with my quack. He does more drying out than the Lord's ground staff.
OK, I'll give it a go.
Do you want to sleep on it?
Nope.
No wonder that copper didn't last.
Glad you've come to your senses, Ransom.
You didn't leave me any alternative.
Not a lot, eh, Bernard?
We do our best to please.
You don't have to gloat.
Oh, come on, I ain't a bad loser.
Well, what do I have to do?
Is this your last month's turnover?
Yes.
Gets less each time.
Well, it's recession. You've heard about it, I
Don't
suppose.
get cheeky, sunshine. I'll tell you what we'll do. We won't be greedy. We'll just take 20%.
Of the profit?
Off the top?
You must be joking. I can't afford that.
Bernard, I still don't think he's got the point.
Very slow on the uptake is our Mr. Ransom.
20%.
Call it a fifth. Sounds a lot less.
Christ, Mickey, come on!
Successful. Thank you, all units. At home, James. Don't spare the horses.
Nice one. Gang nabbed. All sewn up. Watertight case. The only bloody problem is we don't know whose hand... We don't know whose hand that was.
Yeah, well, they all deny it.
Well, I know they do.
But they would, wouldn't they? Yeah.
So, where the hell's Maggie?
She's in her office. Correction, she's...
Hopping mad.
Would you care to share your anger with us, Inspector?
Would I? If I don't tell someone, I'll explode.
Hey, do you want to sit down?
No, it's all right, Jake. I'd rather stand. It was something you said that started me thinking. You know, about that hand being so neatly severed. So I made a few phone calls, the result of which I've just spent 10 minutes with a Professor Gray. He teaches anatomy at St. Dominic's Hospital.
Ah, even I've heard of Gray's Anatomy.
No, sir, this is a... Anyway, it appears that one of his students won some sort of scholarship, and he and his mates went out on the town for a night, winding up at
the Pink Giraffe.
Anyway, the bill was astronomical. There was a bit of a fracas.
They thought they'd been ripped off.
No, friend Warren, they certainly were.
Yes, so they decided to get their own back.
By giving the proprietor up again.
Literally. They smuggled it out after a dissection class and managed to hide it in that bag of bread rolls. Well, I'm glad you all find it so amusing.
Oh, come on, Maggie. You've got to admit it's a bit of a joke.
I mean, here's us thinking we're dealing with a mafia, or worse.
And it's just a bunch of harmless school kids.
Harmless, very good, yeah.
Do you know the girl who found it is still under sedation? Some joke. Professor Gray would like me to hush it up. He shares your view that it was just boyish, high spirits.
And what's your view?
I think they're cruel and stupid, and if I can find something to charge them with, I will. If not, at least I can get them into my office and read them the Riot Act.
Jake, give it a hand.
You got everything you need?
Oh, everything. Wonderfully equipped work basket. About the best I've seen in years.
It looks awkward. Should the thimble be on that finger?
Oh, my love, it should be on your finger. All the men in my life always had one thing in common. Not one of them could darn a sock or sew a button on.
So what'd you say to those medical students then?
Says he changing the subject. Gave him a rocket, didn't I?
I believe it.
Told them how many man-hours they'd wasted.
Not to mention woman hours.
Especially those.
Well, actually, they did you a favour.
But I didn't mention that.
There seems to be one other topic we're not mentioning.
One dinner jacket.
You had time to think?
A little.
They do have schools in Vegas. I asked. I got some pictures coming to the house. On a clear day, reckon you can see across the pool. Sun on 300 odd days of the year.
Knowing you, Dave, I take the creature comforts as read.
So what's holding you back? Something is.
One four-letter word.
Which one?
Love. L.
Oh, hell, Maggie, that's taken for granted, surely.
It's a revealing phrase.
Well, come on, love, be your age. It goes without saying.
Why does it? Why should it?
Well, look at me, for God's sake. I'm a 48-year-old East End boy, not a poet. You want pretty messages, I'll go down to Smith's, buy you some
That's not
cards.
what I want. Of course, I want to be wooed. What woman doesn't? It's a bit more than that.
How much more?
The job, the house, the sun, the pool. Got those. Now what? Oh, yes. The bird.
Oh, that's not right.
Just another item on the list. One of the mod cons. Not good enough. I'm sorry.
Any sense disputing the decision?
Nope. Ref's decision is final.
So it's Nitto.
Nitto.
Never thought I'd finish up playing second fiddle to old Bill.
You'll come back. Visits. If not permanently.
Probably.
I'm always at the other end of a phone. 999 and a brief description. Should do the trick.